Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Jay the One Gamer video, and I am so happy to be talking about this game finally on this channel, and that is of course Samurai Warriors 5. Now, just a little quick clarity, I actually didn't know this game existed yesterday until a couple people actually commented on an older Samurai Warriors video that I did, letting me know that this game was in fact revealed at the Nintendo Direct, and I was like, holy shit. And I actually wouldn't be able to see this trailer for at least about an hour or two afterwards, but when I did finally watch the trailer, I was very intrigued by the fact that the art style looks to be very painted motif, which I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But then we got to see a very young looking Nobunaga Oda, and I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting a very young Oda to show up. And then we also get to see a young, dramatically redesigned Mitsuhide Akechi, and I was like, okay, we are quite clearly not afraid to change up the character's design entirely. And I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. We have a young Oda, a young Mitsuhide. How is this gonna go? And then it was revealed that Samurai Warriors 5 is actually gonna focus on Oda and Mitsuhide's relationship. I find that interesting because Samurai Warriors 1, if you guys don't remember, that was kind of a very heavy Oda focused game as well. And I guess what I want to talk about is that's pretty good, but it's also kind of concerning. But first, let's talk about some of the good stuff. I really enjoy the fact that they're willing to mix up these characters a lot and actually let them play out. Because like I said, we saw a young Oda, but he's also not wielding his typical sword that he gets. He's wielding something more akin to Ranmaru or Muneyori's sword. Mitsuhide gets to keep his, but then we get to see what looks to be a redesigned Lady No, and she seems to be wielding a bow, and she also looks drastically different from any of her previous iterations. That got me thinking, like, hey, could most of the cast also get their weapons swapped for new ones? The only one who didn't was Mitsuhide Akechi, but I can't imagine him without a sword, and the same for Tadakatsu Honda. I can't imagine him without Tombongiri. Then as the trailer goes on, we actually get a look at two other characters. One, what looks to be an orange-haired ninja, and the other one, who I'm guessing, and the internet seems to be thinking the same way as well, a very young Hideyoshi Toyotomi, who's drastically redesigned and looks nothing like the monkey we know. And then with the orange-haired ninja, some people have been speculating, I've seen online, that might be Gracia's mother, a character we have actually never seen in the franchise but has been hinted at multiple times. I'm very interested in this game. I love the fact that they're willing to drastically change up these characters, that they're willing to have fun, but the biggest thing for me, and this is a fear I have, is it going to have the same kind of combat system as Dynasty Warriors 9? Because if you guys know, I'm not a big Dynasty Warriors 9 fan. I think it's an okay game, but I would rather play something else. And I kind of hope Samurai Warriors 5 doesn't follow that trend, that it restricts our movesets and our combo potentials to make a more simplified system. And another big thing I'm also afraid of is a cut cast. And the reason I think there might be a big cut cast is because if this is going to primarily focus on Oda's story, you gotta remember, historically, he didn't actually deal with some of the more fan favorite characters. Like Poster Boy Yukimura, he never met. Yukimura doesn't usually show up until around Hideyoshi's campaigns to start taking over Japan against the Hojo. So he wouldn't run into Yukimura, he wouldn't run into Nobuyuki, he wouldn't run into the Date, he would probably not run into any of the Western lords either. So you'd be essentially dealing with a lot of landlocked lords, like, you know, the Takeda, the Hojo, the Uesugis, the Azai. Like anyone who Oda had a really big influence on is who you'll probably deal with. And the reason I'm kind of hesitant on that is because there were a lot of fun characters that were brought in from Samurai Warriors 3 and 4, like Toshihisa Shimazu is one of my absolute favorite characters, and it's kind of sad that he might not be in this game and we might not see him again until maybe an expansion or the next Samurai Warriors game. Those are kind of the worries I have about this, but we don't have to wait that long for new information because Koei Tecmo has stated that the game is coming out this summer. It is coming out for the Switch, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One in America, and PC, and that they plan to have a monthly live stream leading up to the game's release. So that means every month until whenever the game comes out, we are going to get hopefully a lot of information with new character reveals or who's going to be in the roster. So I'm very looking forward to that, and that's definitely going to be stuff I'm going to report on and try to get out to you guys as fast as I can. But that's going to do it for me. That's pretty much how I feel about the reveal of Samurai Warriors 5. I am still insanely hyped, a little scared, but the hype is just too much there, and I'm really looking forward to this. But as always, guys, I want to thank you very much for watching the video. I want you all to have a great day, and remember, let's rock!